I mean, he's probably one of the most premier receivers in the country. He leads the country in receiving yards. I think it's 982 yards receiving, and he's number 4 in the country as far as receptions goes. And then their quarterback is they got number 1 passing offense in our conference, and they're top 10 in the country in passing and 25 in total offense. So he's been targeted, I think, well over 100 times, and he's got 60 plus receptions. I think it's 64. And to put that in perspective, he's got more receptions and more catches than Tank. Not as many touchdowns, but he's a comparable player, and obviously he's very explosive. We've played against him the last couple of years. I think their depth at receiver in the past, they spread the ball around a little bit more with Reggie and Danny Gray last year, and then mixed him in, and he had Calcaterra, and I think he's getting the bulk of the targets now. The offense is a little bit different. Their quarterback is very talented and, has the green light, and he makes contested catches, and he's very good after the catch. So obviously the challenge will be great in containing him. A lot to do with our corners and our secondary. When we have a chance to win those matchups, we have to be able to play man-to-man and be physical. He's big, he's fast, and he's good after the catch. So just got to mix it up and make sure that we're doing everything we can to support our guys and put them in position to make plays. We played them both. Obviously a couple years ago, we played a little bit different defensively, schematically than we are now. But we've played against Redden, and obviously Coach Dice, they did an incredible job with what they had. There is some similarities in the offense, but there's a lot of differences. But Mordecai is really just what makes it all go. Very talented, can make every throw, ultimate competitor. You see the passion, you see the fire when he plays, and, he's letting it rip, whether it's fourth down and 10 against TCU, throwing a rope across the middle when they were down 28-14, or whether it's a go-ahead touchdown in very competitive games. And when you look at those guys, obviously the statistics kind of tell the story where they're ranked in offense and as a unit. But then when you look at the individual statistics of Mordecai and Rice, I mean, they're 2 of the best guys in the country. And, I think their head coach and offensive coordinator do a really good job of putting those guys in positions to make plays. And, you don't get a guy like Rice as many targets and catches consistently as he's had, if he's not physically and mentally able to handle the workload that they're giving him. And so we got to be very sharp on all of those different things. And then just the tempo and the explosive capability of their skill position guys. And then up front, their tackles are both 6'8", and both guards and centers are 6'5" apiece. So they got length up front, and they have experience. So they shuffle some guys around over the last couple of weeks, but they're a veteran group that has a veteran quarterback and a veteran group of receivers that have played a lot of ball, and then you sprinkle in a young tight end and some of these other guys. They're really good offense. In the 4 games they've lost, they've been very competitive against really high quality opponents: Maryland, TCU, Central Florida, Cincinnati, and they were all close games. You look at TCU, so they're very competitive and they can put up points on anybody. So, and they've proven that each and every week.